Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a acrylic design set, and seeing as all the autumn shades are starting to pop up everywhere, I decided I would use some autumn colours. Now this is my favourite season of the year, so I really wanted to get into the autumn nails nice and early on. And in this video I'm working on the Glamerliz practice hand. So I've slid in some full cover natural tips to act as the nail bed area, and then I've glued on my pre-pinched square tips, and I haven't really done too much with them as I was quite happy with the shape as they were. And then I'm coming in with my design. So this particular nail is going to be an ombre, and the colour I'm using at the moment is sheer rose. Now all the acrylics I use in the video today are from Glitterama, but as usual everything will be linked in the description box below, so do check that out. So I've placed that first bead on, brought it down the nail, and then I just placed another bead at the tip so the coverage at the tip was full. I've also made sure that the back of that bead is really nicely blended out so that there isn't a harsh line. And then I'm coming in with all natural. Now I'm placing that just before the cuticle, pushing it up towards the cuticle but making sure it wouldn't touch any of the skin. And then I'm just gently pulling this down over the sheer rose to create the fade. Now this colour, or these two colours, faded absolutely beautiful together. It was so effortless and so easy to do. So I've just faded that out, and then as you can see I come in with another bead, blend out the back of it, and then gently pull just the top of that bead down over the sheer rose. And I was really pleased with how well these two colours went together. So I ended up doing the same on the little finger but reversing it around. So then, like I said, I do the exact same on the little finger but the other way around. So I'm placing the all natural. I placed it basically too far down the free edge, so this was why you see that I pull off some of the colour, but I'm just patting it out and pulling it down the nail whilst it's polymerizing, and then as you can see I just pull off the bit of excess. So it didn't go perfectly, but you work with it. And then I'm just making sure that I pat and press this acrylic out so it's all nice and smooth, as because it's an ombre I'll be capping the whole nail in clear. So then because of how that bead went wrong, I just come in with another bead, blend out the back of it slightly and bring it down the nail so that I'm happy with the coverage. Making sure to keep those side walls nice and neat, and then blending it back so that there isn't a harsh line. And then I always let my first colour set before coming in with the second colour, so you can move on and do another nail or whatever while you're waiting, but I just waited for a little while. So then I'm placing the sheer rose at the cuticle area, getting that cuticle nice and even and neat, and then just creating the fade down the nail. So where this was the darker colour over the lighter colour, it did take over a little bit more than what it did when you were doing it the other way around. So I just come in with a little bit more of all natural to help blend it together a little better. It's a bit hard to explain, but you'll see what I'm doing. So there I just cleaned off my brush in some monomer and just wiped over the acrylic. And then here I place that bead of all natural and blend it back. But again, these two colours blended together so effortlessly. So on to the middle finger, I'm going to be doing a really subtle marble. So I'm going to use the sheer rose or natural, but then I also use honey blossom. So I double dipped into two of those colours, and I'm just placing this bead down quite wet just to get a nice neat cuticle area, so I haven't got to worry about creating that with my marble. And then I'm coming in with all natural sheer rose, and I do also use a little bit of that honey blossom, and I'm just using nice wet beads, putting them down and then pulling my brush through them. But as I said, I wanted this to be a really subtle marble, so I'm blending the colours together rather than trying to not let them mush together, if that makes sense. And then I just continue doing this up and down the nail until the tip is completely covered. So here I picked up all 3 of those colours. Now if you look, Sheer Rose and Honey Blossom are quite similar. They've got that hint of shimmer to them, but the Honey Blossom is more orange where Sheer Rose is more pinky, but they are both absolutely beautiful colours. So then once the nail is completely covered and I'm happy with the marble, I just come in with a few wet beads and just touch up any areas that aren't completely covered. So as you can see here, I had to do a little bit more on the tip. And I'm just trying to be really gentle to not play about with it too much. And then I hadn't gone right up to the sidewalls with the colour, so I just come in with a little bit of all natural there. And again, I will leave this now to completely set and then cap it in clear acrylic. Now usually I add a little bit of glitter into my marbles, but this time I wanted to try doing the glitter with a bit of gel polish. So I'm leaving that marble to set for now, but I do come on later on in the video and do a little bit more to it. So then onto the ring finger, it's going to be a full glitter nail, but I just placed a thin layer of Honey Blossom down at the nail bed area just to give it a bit of coverage and make sure there was a nice neat cuticle. And then I'm using this absolutely beautiful glitter, which is from the Glitter Nail Angel. And this particular one is called Always in My Heart, and it's a really lovely mix. As you can see, it's got lots of golds and greens and reds in it. There's a little bit of purple in there. There's a lot of colour going on in it basically. But then there's those really cool iridescent hearts. So it is an absolutely beautiful mix. And I do have a discount code for 10% off at the Glitter Nail Angel. So I will leave all of that in the description box below. And I've just picked this glitter up with a bead of clear acrylic. And I've just placed it down, and as you see, I'm just nudging it into place. It's quite a fine mix, but because it does have those chunky bits in it, you don't want to pull around it too much, as you will pull those out of place. So I'm just using my wet brush to nudge that around until I'm happy with it. And this is what the finished design looked like. I then off camera cap them all in clear acrylic, do all my filing and my shaping. And then I'm coming back to that marble now once the nails are all completely dust free. So I'm using this gel polish from Angelica Gel. I think it's called Fool's Gold or Gold Rush. I'm not 100% sure, but I will double check and leave it in the description box below. But it is basically a glitter gel. And I'm just using a small detailer brush to drag some of that glitter through the nail. I liked the way this created that 3D effect. Once it was top coated, you sort of can see that the acrylic is underneath the glitter, and I wanted to give that look a go. So this was my first attempt at that, but I'm just making sure to apply this as thin as I can and move the glitter around until I'm happy with its placement. And then I pop that in to cure for 60 seconds. So then back to the glitter now, I wanted to do a little cluster of crystals. So these crystals are also from the Glitter Nail Angel, and they're called Czech Mixed AB, and then they've got written on there that they are blue, purple and gold tones. And as you can see, they're just like a really pretty bluey gold AB crystal. They're not Swarovskis, but they are really nice quality and they are really nice and shiny. And then they're mixed size as well, which I love mixed sizes because I just feel like it's easier when you're creating a design if you've got different sizes to play around with. So I'm just placing them in some wet jewelry gel, nudging them around until I'm happy. It's just a pretty simple little cluster, but I really wanted this now to be sparkly and the colours reminded me of autumn. And then once I'm happy with that placement, I will pop that in my lamp to cure. and I cure that for around 60 seconds, but then I sort of twist the finger and do 30 seconds and then twist it the other way and do another 30 seconds just to make sure that that light has really penetrated around all of the gems. So then it's time for the best bit, which is the top coat. So I'm using the Premier Gel No Wipe top coat and I'm going to top coat all of the nails. Once they are all top coated, I will then pop them in my LED lamp to cure for 60 seconds. So I absolutely loved how this nail come out. The two ombre nails had to be my absolute favourite, and I highly recommend the colour combo for autumn. So if you did enjoy this video, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I do absolutely love reading them, or give the video a thumbs up as it is really appreciated. If you're watching and you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you did. I've left a little clip at the end of what the finished result looked like along with a photo. So thanks for watching guys, and I shall speak to you all soon. Bye bye.